form of vengeance. I know it cannot last. What I see is a form of vengeance. I see only the past, only the past, the past, only the past, the past. One more time, what I see is a form of vengeance. I know it cannot last, and what I see is a form of vengeance. I see only the past, only the past, the past, only the past, the past, the past. Yeah, one of the more tricky lessons early on in the workbook. What I see is a form of vengeance. Wow, that's direct and to the point. But when you think about it, if it's true that everything that I perceive is an outpicturing of my mind, and that has to be everything. One of the things about the voice here in the course is that it's uncompromising. It doesn't say once in a while, it doesn't say even most of the time. It says everything that you perceive is a projection of your own mind, your own consciousness. Any idea that you have of who you are and your reaction to it comes from you. There's nothing out here. Now that makes no sense. I get it. It makes no sense at all, because there sure seems to be a lot of stuff going on in the world and going on even in our own backyards, people, situations. But I have to trust that this voice knows something that I don't, or has had an experience, has attained something that I have yet to attain, even though we're both together. It's kind of like climbing a mountain. You know, the person who's ahead of you gets to the top first, and then they can look around and tell you what's there, right? And so I have to trust that even though this makes no sense to me intellectually, that there's something here that I need. And so when he says, what I see is a world of vengeance, is a form of vengeance, I believe that. When he says that there is nothing outside of you, I believe that. And then that belief ends up, if I stay with it, turning into certainty. We move from first from hope, then to belief or faith, and then into the experience or certainty. And that's really all the Course is trying to do, is bring us into that place of certainty where we know. We don't believe, we don't even try to figure it out anymore, because we know, we've seen it. We've been to the top of that mountain, and we now see it. And then we call back to everyone else, just as Jesus called back to us. Does that make sense? So that's what we're shooting for. But we have to begin by recognizing that what I'm seeing, what I'm experiencing, is a form of vengeance until I let all of that go, until I enter fully into forgiveness. I want to read the first two paragraphs here. They're so beautiful. It says, today's idea accurately describes the way anyone who holds attack thoughts in his mind must see the world. If you hold attack thoughts in your mind, this is how you must see the world. Having projected his anger onto the world, he sees vengeance about to strike at him. Does that even feel a little bit familiar? His own attack is thus perceived as self-defense. This becomes an increasingly vicious cycle until he is willing to change how he sees. And that's the key, to change how you see. Otherwise, thoughts of attack and counterattack, attack, counterattack, that's the cycle right there, will preoccupy him and people his entire world. Wow. I mean, listen to this amazing voice. It is telling you that you're literally peopling your world so that you can justify your attack thoughts. What peace of mind is possible to him then? None. That would be impossible. because it's always that cycle of attack, counterattack, and then back and forth, back and forth. People in my world with more politicians, I almost said a name, I don't want to say any names, more people who are out there who can justify that. It also says, it is from this savage fantasy that you want to escape. How many can agree with that? Okay. Is it not joyous news to hear that it is not real? Is it? I hope so. Is it not a happy discovery to find that you can escape? You made what you would destroy. Everything that you hate and would attack and kill. All that you fear does not exist. All that you fear does not exist. Once again, completely uncompromising. And we have a choice. When we hear this, we can say, well, I believe most of it. That's not going to get you anywhere, by the way. That's going to just be justifying your attack thoughts. Or you can say, this voice knows something I don't know. This voice sees something I don't see. I trust it implicitly, 100%. There's no holdback. It's 100%. If we can do that, forgiveness releases us completely. Does that make sense? Do you feel that? Let's sing it one more time and really feel it even more deeply. In fact, we'll do it nice and slow this time. What I see is a form of vengeance. I know it cannot last. And what I see is a form of vengeance. I see only the past, only the past, the past, only the past, the past. Join me. What I see is a form of vengeance. I know it cannot last. What I see is a form of vengeance.